Hi, it's me again. What a lovely day to be down here on the quay in Malden. What a lovely day, it's quite warm as well. And for those of you who keep asking me about the boats, I just took a picture of something, I'll put it on the screen. So you can see if you want to come down and do the boat trips now. Quite affordable, one of them is like a 40-minute cruise for a tenner. I thought it was reasonable. And the astute among you may spot something missing in the picture behind me. Let me know in the comments below if you spot it. But the story I wanted to talk about today, not something I'd heard of before, but I found it quite interesting. I spotted it in the Express earlier. I don't know if you've been on the papers today, did you see it? Look, inside UK shantytown, where Labour Council charges 1,560 quid a month to live in crime hell. Well, I'm interested in living stories and housing stories at the minute, but this is one I'd never even heard of before. Have you heard of this? It's in Ealing, and it's a development called Marston Court. Hope it's not too windy. Sorry, I had to adjust something. It's a bit windy as well, isn't it? This development's called Marston Court in Ealing, and it says here provides emergency hostel accommodation for local people. It's made up of shipping containers, so there's 10 studios, 16 one-bed units, and 8 two-bedroom units for a maximum capacity of 132 residents. And you think, oh, what a useful thing for a council to actually do, you know. Shipping containers, make cheap, affordable, temporary homes for people in desperate need. Good for them. But then, this was the bit that got me. Right, this is the bit that got me. All right, residents of the shantytown, described as not fit for human habitation, are charged more than 1,500 quid a month. 1,500 quid a month to live in those shipping containers. Got the actual prices here somewhere. Yeah, a one bed is £324.40 a week, and a two bed is £387 a week. A week. Someone is raking it in, absolutely raking it in off these, because for fun I had a look at how much you can buy a shipping container for, and I got it here. They range from a couple of grand. I mean, they'd probably use a nice one, to be fair to them, so call it that one, 6.2, so 7,400 with the VAT. This place has planning permission to be there for 10 years. So 10 years at a maximum capacity of 132 people. Someone is raking it in. Raking it in, 324 quid a week. Oh, all right, granted, most of the residents aren't paying, well, probably all the residents aren't paying out of their own pocket. You know, it's benefits that are paying it. These are vulnerable people. But there's some people here where, because the way the rents are in London, it's so expensive, your housing benefit doesn't cover it all. So there are some people that are paying 600 quid a month out of their own pocket, plus housing benefits. I mean, it talks here to one woman. Let me dig it out. Yeah, Erin Martin has lived on the estate for 2 years as a part-time care assistant and a full-time mother of 2. She was made homeless when her family moved back abroad where they came from. So she ended up in there. She's been there 2 years, and for most of that time she's not had hot water for 350 odd quid a week. So a part-time care assistant, so she's having to pay the extra out of her benefits. And I get that it's really hard to live in London, but the last place I rented I thought was expensive. I never told you, well, I can tell you now because I don't live there anymore. I moved out a couple of months ago, didn't I? I was renting a 2-bed cottage, end of terrace, in Colchester, in the main part of Colchester, close to the railway station, close to all the services and the conveniences that you need. And I was paying £850 a month for that, which I thought was expensive. But they are paying a damn sight more than that for a container. So we're paying for illegal immigrants to stay in hotel rooms all over the country at huge cost. We're paying for that barge, where they may or may not ever end up on the barge, we don't know yet. But yet, our most vulnerable people who need the help the most are having to stay in shipping containers that don't seem very fit for human habitation and are massively overpriced. Where's the money going? Is it the council that's getting the money for this? That is inexcusable amounts of money when you're supposed to be helping the most vulnerable people. Do you not think? So Erin adds, the rent here is ridiculous. Even with housing benefit deductions, she's still paying 600 quid a month out of pocket as a part-time care assistant. How? Well, that must be every penny that the woman has, right? Now, I do understand why they're moving, and it's hard for many families, isn't it, when they're moving families and people out of London who get social housing because they just can't afford to provide it, which is wrong for a start, isn't it? But you do get so much more for your money out this way. If she's a part-time care assistant, she will get part-time care work out this way, or anywhere else where housing is more affordable, with a better quality of life, less drama, more money in your pocket. It's bad, isn't it? It's bad. So they were put up, it says here, they were erected in 2017 as a groundbreaking and innovative solution to homelessness. God, it's just mugging people off. So they got a 10-year planning permission, so it's only going to be till 2027, and the council say they're going to be demolished and a better solution put in place. I'll believe that when I see it. I mean, if you had a bit of land, or you buy a bit of land, because you can get a little bit of land without permission quite cheap now, can't you? And you bought your own shipping container and you stuck it on there and you wanted to convert that into a dwelling, good luck. The council wouldn't even let you go anywhere near that idea, would they? But they can stick vulnerable people in used shipping containers and charge them 1,500 quid a month. Unbelievable. I feel sorry for the people that are stuck in there. I mean, it's better than not having a roof. But I mean, you'll pay 600 quid a month, and that's just your part of it that she's having to pay for that 2-bed. Whereas you come out to Essex, and Essex ain't even cheap to rent. You go up to north, you can get a cracking place just for the 600 quid, which means your benefits would more than cover it. You'd still find work as a care assistant. Yeah, it's bad, isn't it? It's bad. I did find this other one as well, just quickly. I don't want to go on too long today. I just wanted to come for a walk around the park. I was going to do this up there, but it's really busy. School holidays and that, isn't it? Found this one. It's BBC. I nearly swore then, did you see? BBC mocked over missing option as survey asks if staff are bi, gay, lesbian or other. So BBC sent out a survey, I believe by email, to employees, journalists, all of that. And have a look. This is the questions they asked. Have a look and you see if you can spot what's missing. This is what's going around the internet today. So did you spot it? Did you spot what was missing? That's the BBC all over it. They've been to so many seminars and training sessions about inclusivity that in a questionnaire about what sexuality you are, which I didn't think they were allowed to ask employers, were they? I don't know. But in a questionnaire about what sexuality you are, the BBC forgot to include the option for heterosexual. I mean, you can only laugh. It's so ridiculous and shocking. You can only laugh, right? Absolute madness. Have a quick look at a boat. So yeah, there's loads of tours going on these boats at the minute. Look, Thames Sailing Barge Children's Day here. I don't know if you can read that. Pre-booking. But there was one over there. If you ever come down here, over there, you see that little jetty thing. There's no boat there at the minute because the tide's out. But that's where they're running cruises. They've got 2 different routes apparently. And they'll take you out. And I think the cheapest option is 10 quid. It's quite affordable. Something to do for the summer days, isn't it? I've never been out on one of these, so I think I probably will. Yeah, I think I'll leave it there. Now I need to get back to work. Got so much on at the minute. It's crazy. I wish I could tell you what I do because it's quite interesting, some of the projects I've got on at the moment. But yeah, I'm not allowed to talk about it, so I won't. But yeah, I hope you're having a nice day. Finally, a bit of weather. I haven't been down here for days because the weather's just been awful, isn't it? I hope you're having a nice summery day wherever you are. And hit the buttons below, all the stuff. And I'll see you in the next one, whenever that'll be. Ta-da.